David Barnes.
Thank you. Before you start the timer, my comment's going to run about 30 seconds over, and I've been here for hundreds of hours of meetings, and I beg your indulgence to allow me to finish my comment uninterrupted.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I'm here this morning to speak to you about last week's court cases. To be transparent, I did appear as a witness for Commissioner Boyce. Amongst the judge's many admonitions to Mr. Schroeder, but directed at this body, included such gems as, and I'm paraphrasing here, punitive in nature, charges not supported by circumstances, your own county council says not enforceable, and political not criminal. But my all-time favorite was in small claims where the judge asked, why didn't you just transfer the money from the legal budget to travel instead of spending it on a lawyer? Commissioner Gold, for 2 years now, your favorite saying has been every nickel counts. But your own counsel told you this case was unenforceable, so you found a different lawyer. The judge saw through the punitive political nature of your actions and refused to find in your favor. You gambled away well over 50,000 taxpayer nickels and lost. Should we, the citizens, now pursue you for wanton waste? Commissioner Gold, you've also demonstrated zero initiative to tackle the real issues facing Curry, instead playing the role of Mr. Huxley's handmaiden. From the day you walked into office, you've wanted to give away all the responsibilities you were elected to carry out. Spitting in the face of the voters who twice voted down home rule, you joined Commissioner Huxley in sneaking an administrator in. Shame on you. And it's been 6 months now. Let's reflect on the abject failure of the administrator experiment has proven to be. Number one, the results of the administrator's inexperience are detrimental to the county. His inability to bring the commissioners together forced BOC business into the courtroom in an absurd precedent-setting case, and his willingness to be used as a pawn in an unjust political persecution are but two examples. Number two, the administrator's incompetence allowed a very important union contract settlement to be presented to the commissioners for their approval while containing a serious miscalculation resulting in a material misstatement. By the time his error was uncovered and reported at the last minute, it was too late to back out of the contract, and by a 2-3 vote, the commissioners felt compelled to pass it in order to avert our first ever county strike. Number three, in an August 21st letter from Commissioner Huxley, he outlines a case of the administrator's behind-the-scenes conversation with two commissioners to gain agreement on that union contract outside the legal manner in which county business is supposed to be conducted and possibly in violation of the Open Public Meetings Act. Number four, in court last week, the administrator prosecuted a sitting commissioner for allegations, one of which he knew or should have known was unenforceable, and the other of which, with even a modicum of research, he would have found had been previously authorized, therefore making the case moot. He made deliberately misleading statements so convincingly that the judge falsely believed that money had been reimbursed. His sloppy filing attempted to unjustly extract over $4,000 from Commissioner Boyce, a possible act of fraud. Lastly, and number five, as the custodian of county assets, the administrator failed to do anything to prevent their misuse until told by the judge, this is your job, lock up the keys. He allowed over $3,300 in direct funds plus untold hours of staff time to be utterly wasted prosecuting unwinnable cases a more experienced administrator would have declined to advance. January 7th marks the first day of the new Curry government, one with a brighter outlook and positive plans for our future. Commissioner Gold, your unrelenting negativity stands in the way. Mr. Schroeder, you may just be doing your job, but with your inexperience and incompetence, coupled with all the nasty baggage you willingly accepted from Commissioner Huxley, there's no place for you in the new Curry. I respectfully ask both of you to resign, to allow the new board to begin with a clean slate, putting behind the divisiveness of the past and moving Curry forward. Mr. Schroeder, should you decline, I request this board move for your immediate termination without severance for the just causes and grounds listed above. Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Mr.